Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Blue. So, I did my first big YouTuber oopsie. I thought I just recorded a whole episode, but I didn't. I only recorded the sound. For some reason, I didn't click on start on my OBS. So nothing was recorded. So I will, and it's a little bit annoying because a lot actually happened. But I will probably, I will put in the clips of me talking about The Sims. At least the sound. He is a fortune sim, and he is at the moment retired, and he was the CEO of his big company. His traits are he is a born salesperson, of course, and then he's proper. His personality is he's really neat. He is a little bit more on the shy side, a little bit more on the active side, and a little bit more on the serious side, and then he's grouchy. I don't actually think there's much more to tell you about him. I don't really know Consort that much. I haven't played with him like really before. But at the moment, he's just skilling pretty much. It's quite hard to find anything for him to do. And yeah, so he's just here being an old man. But then we have Hermia. This is her last day as a teen, so she's growing up to a young adult, and then she's gonna move to college, move in with Puck. She is a family sim. Her traits are lucky, and then she is childish. I feel like it's really fitting for her. Her personality is she's more on the neat side. She is a little bit more shy, a little bit more active, and then she is more on the serious side and in the middle of grouchy and nice. Her bio says, Hermia is smart and knows she should keep out of the feud. She made sure not to mingle too much with the Montys, but honestly, she doesn't mind them. But after the old school in Veronaville closed and all moved to Pleasant View's school, the drama and fighting slowly slowed down, at least for the young ones. This is what Hermia needed. She likes meeting the new teens, get more friends, and being with Puck. So, as I told you before, because of the schools closing down and all the teens moved to Pleasant View School, the Montys and Capps couldn't really continue the feud at the school area, and they got to meet a lot of other people, and in the end they kind of made up, at least didn't fight each other. The adults aren't getting that far, but I also think the teens are kind of hiding it. What happened in this episode is that Hermia, at least she went to school, and then she had her birthday, so she grew up to a young adult. And after that, she went steady again, or at least confirmed her being steady with Puck, and then she moved out. She is going to college and be at college with Puck, and afterwards she is gonna open up the animal shelter that I have probably told you about. However, I'm gonna clip this together. This is so annoying. But after that, Consort invited his two daughters over, Goneril and Regan, because he needed to find out who his successor should be. And originally it should have been a Goneril, because she is the oldest of the three, or of these two. And but Goneril has had so much in her life at the moment that have made her life so dramatic, and family just split up and everything like that. So it was quite a lot for her. And Regan has just powered through working and working and working and working. So she had done everything she could to prove to her dad that she should be the rightful successor of the business. And what I did was I called over the two sisters, and they sat here by the table and was talking a little bit. And in the end, I rolled a 30 to 70 30%, no, 30 to 70. So if it was over 30, Goneril should have had a choice if she wanted it, and then I would have rolled 50-50 if she was actually gonna say that she was ready to it now or not. And then some more rolling to see how Consort would have reacted to that. But it was a 7, so it was definitely under 30. And in my head, Regan wouldn't even consider saying no, so she said yes immediately. So Regan ended up being the new successor. So she is gonna take over the Capp business that I still don't remember the name of. But yeah, that was pretty much what happened in this episode. I'm really annoyed that I missed the footage, I forgot to click play. So this is probably gonna be a very short video, but I hope it's okay. Because I didn't record the first Capp family, I didn't want to make this video too short. So I thought that we would play through the first Monty family with Patricio Monty and Isabella Monty. It's 2 elders, so it's not. So I thought that this video wouldn't be too long, and then I could also show you their restaurant. So yeah, that is the plan, at least for the rest of this video. But yeah, they are living here. They are the grandparents. Oh my god. They are the grandparents to Bianca Dreamer that you have met before, and Antonio Monty. And of course also Claudio Monty, who also died. That is their children. And of course they have a lot of grandkids. 2 young adults, 2 teenagers, 2 toddlers, and 3 babies. So it's quite a big family. But yeah, I think I would start telling you about Patricio. So here we have Patricio. You have met him before in the first episode of this neighborhood. He was the cook in, I'm pretty sure it's the high school. He is the cook. He is doing it for free, and his wife is the cook for the middle school, also for free. And other than that, they are both retired. But they have their Monty restaurant. That is so far has been opened once because I can't get it to work properly, but I think we're gonna see if we can make it work today. Or else my plan is when Mercutio, who is this guy, when he is done with college, he would probably take over the restaurant, and then I maybe be able to make it work. And if not him, I'm gonna make Antonio the restaurant owner. It depends how I feel about Mercutio. Because in my book, Claudio was the one that needed to take over the restaurant, so it would make sense for Mercutio or Romeo to take over. But Romeo is not gonna be the one taking over because he doesn't want to. But Mercutio could be the one taking over. But if he's not gonna be the one, Antonio is probably gonna take over. In my game, or in my headcanon story thing, Antonio, he is working as a chef in the big city. At the moment, at least. So yeah, we were talking about Patricio. He's a family sim. His personality, he's really neat. He's taking out the trash right now, so he's pretty neat. And then he is in the middle of shy and outgoing. He is more on the lazy side, more on the serious side, and more on the grouchy side. I think his bio is pretty much the bio from the original beginning. Through his hard work, Patricio has become the Don of llama ranching. ranging, but will his grudge against Consort Capp prevent him from enjoying his legacy? And for so far, I'm pretty sure that it's Consort and their feud between the Capps and Montys has made it both hard for Consort, but also Patricio to actually have a good legacy. And I have the feeling that I know there is a whole lore about it, but I don't know exactly the lore for me. But for me, I feel like Patricio has used so much of his energy to find out how his son died and the feud against the Capps and stuff like that, that he didn't really focus on his restaurant. So the restaurant kind of went pretty much down and now is closed because they're too old to keep it running now. So the restaurant isn't in the best shape, but it needs to be. So it needs to be like the image of the restaurant needs to be changed, and he hopes that Mercutio could do that. But I have the feeling that Mercutio isn't necessarily want to do that. And the reason why his first thought isn't on Antonio is because Antonio also have a grudge against the Capps because of the tragedy that no one exactly know what happens, that it happened. The thing is that both families lost a family member to a tragedy, and nothing in the bios and stuff like that exactly says what happened, and I haven't found any lore about what exactly happened. So I feel like they just disappeared, and then was found dead. But no one actually knows why or what happened. If it's and the two families are sure that the other family did something to their family members, and that is why the feud is so bad. But yeah, the reason why Patricio didn't choose Antonio from the start to take over the restaurant was because Antonio was living in the big city, not living in the big city, but working in the big city, and also was really, really mad at the Capps. And he kind of needs the restaurant to be neutral, for like somewhat neutral at least. And that wouldn't happen with Antonio. So yeah, that was a little bit about Antonio. His traits are he's a coward and he's unflirty. And I feel like him being a coward pretty much fits pretty well to the story. Again, it's not really clear what exactly happened, but I feel like Patricio maybe could have done more for his family and for the restaurant to work, but his cowardly trait maybe hindered him in doing that. He's starting to get quite old, so I don't think he's gonna last for too long. But we at least have him a couple of rounds more. So yeah. Then we need to talk about Isabella, and here we have Isabella. She is sitting in Romeo's old bedroom. She is a family sim. Her traits are she's artistic and she's unlucky. I feel like the whole family is unlucky. Her personality is she's sloppy, or she's more on the sloppy side. She's more on the outgoing side, and then she's in the middle of lazy and active, in the middle of serious and playful, and in the middle of grouchy and nice. Her bio says Isabella's culinary talents have long been the cornerstone of the Monty clan, but will her secret recipe for the perfect baked Alaska heal old family wounds? I actually haven't read this bio before, but that's kind of interesting, I guess. Maybe she needs to be the one cooking in the restaurant when you visiting it. So far, I have let Patricio do it. But yeah. So that is pretty much. Oh yeah, and her relationship to the family is okay. I think it's better than no, it actually isn't. But yeah, she is pretty much just following Patricio because she is her his devout wife, and she really wants to do whatever he needs her to do. Um, their relationship is quite good, but they never got the best friend. For some reason, I think it's because it's just everything is just been quite dramatic for the last few years. So yeah, I see that she really wants to be good friends with Laszlo, and she has a couple of bolts with him, but I don't know. She has a lot of years left compared to Patricio, so we will see what happens in her elder years. So yeah, I think that was enough talking. Um, my plan for this episode is for them to visit the restaurant, so you can see how the restaurant is actually looking. Um, and then I think we just maybe we should call Patricio, not Patricio, Laszlo, so she can be friends with him. I really hate the layout of this house. So this is also a house that is gonna be sold when they are not here anymore. Probably even when Patricio is gone. I think Isabella is probably gonna sell the property and have a smaller. Oh no! Oh no! We have cockroaches. That's not good. Okay, we have a lot of them. What? I need a phone. For oh for um I oh my god, there's a lot I didn't know. Okay, well, good start. And oh, she already. Oh, she wanna have a family reunion. We can do that. Um, okay, I feel like what we should be doing is um make the bed. I think we're gonna go to the restaurant just so you can see how it's looking, and I will see if it's still bucking out as last time. And then we are gonna throw a family reunion. I think that's such a good idea. And here you can see the restaurant. I have again built this myself. It's some time ago that I did it, and it's one of the builds that I'm actually also quite proud of. But it doesn't work properly, and I'm not completely sure why. It's really annoying. Okay, so can you manage be uh be host? Oh, cash flow. Can she not get in there? Why can't she? What is in the way? Something is in the way. Mm. What is it that is in the way? That so she can't go there? Mm. I don't know. It worked last time. Okay, so these aren't bugged out, I feel like. Okay, so before the tables weren't the problem, before they just didn't get their food for some reason. But now the tables are the problem. Okay, now that is working. I don't understand. I try to understand, but I really don't understand. Okay. We got a star. That's something. Okay, this is actually working now, the table. Still feel like this isn't the right place. Is that more correct? Okay, yeah. Good. Alright. This is so hard. Okay, can you please show them to their tables? Okay, so this isn't working yet. I wonder what the problem is. What? Okay. I'm just gonna remove these tables because they clearly doesn't work. So I need her to actually put them the... Oh. God damn it. Okay. And see, with these tables, they get their food, then they take their food and sit on the other side of the table, and then that's it. And then they eat, but I don't think they get the pay from it. I have heard that the restaurants are the hardest to manage. But I just don't understand why it needs to be this hard. Oh, so Antonio actually like Caliente? Not Caliente, the Kalen. So maybe this is working now, like it's kind of buggy-ish, but it seems like what wasn't working was the tables. Everyone's need food now. I think Benedict is gonna run very fast for the food to work. So the other tables are now actually gonna be used when I remove these two, so that's good. And they're getting their food. Still moving around, but at least they still pay for the food, I'm pretty sure. I think this might be working. I'm just gonna let it run a little bit and see what happens. I'm just gonna let them eat. And then I'm gonna close down. So they aren't moving. Even though they're done eating. Is it because they want more? Okay, I'm just gonna make her close down the business. And then I think next time I need someone to go out and eat, I'm gonna make them go to this restaurant just to see how it works when I'm not managing it. I think that would be okay. And it seems like they are back home. Yes. So I think for now we just need time to go. So people that are at work actually is able to come. Or else I'm of course just gonna spawn them if they aren't here. So yeah, I will be back when time is for the party to happen. Okay, so the time is around where we should be able to get a good bunch of the family over. And I feel like Patricio would be the one throwing the house party. Wait, he could throw the anniversary. I actually think I need him to do. I want him to do that. And then the whole family is here. Very nice. Okay, good. Then she can take some food. Oh yeah, the two twins are really mad at each other. Or at least Beatrice is really mad at Benedict. She should go and talk with her grandson before he's gonna be smacked too much around. He really wants to entertain. Okay, yes, exactly. And I know she didn't through the party, but they kind of threw the party together, of course. Oh, see. Okay. So what I saw was that I'm just gonna ignore that. Isabel really wants to talk with Mercutio, so I'm just gonna let her talk with him. And I think what I'm gonna do now is I am. How good is their his relationship with Antonio is pretty good, but hers is not too well. So I think what I want to do is I'm gonna make a roll, as I did for the last for the Capp family, how they choose who to get the family business. I'm gonna do somewhat the same here. If it's under 30, Antonio is gonna get it because he isn't really the rank to get it. If it's over 30, I'm gonna make a 50-50 if Mercutio wants to take over the restaurant or not. Oh. Okay, so 36. So it goes to Mercutio. Then we need to have it. Let's see. Say under 50. Under 50, then Mercutio is gonna say no. And then it will go to Antonio. If it's over 50, Mercutio is gonna take over the restaurant. It's under. It's 17. So Antonio is gonna get the restaurant. Okay. That's really interesting. I feel like Patricio is gonna be the one telling him. He really wants to talk with him also, so that's quite fitting. Inside joke. And it's in his last days. It's pretty good. I think he would love to give the restaurant to Antonio. Because he really love him, and him and Mercutio isn't in the best. Dirty joke, okay? In the best relationship at the moment. So when he's done telling his dirty joke, he's gonna talk with Antonio about the restaurant, and then the restaurant is gonna be his. Antonio is of course happy that he gets the restaurant. I'm probably sure he feels like he should be the rightful owner and not Mercutio. So I think he's quite happy with the result. So that's really good. That's really, really good. And oh my god. And where do we have? Oh, she's sleeping. I feel like she would go and tell Benedict a joke. Need her to wake up first. So that's good. Then the two businesses is gonna get new owners. Of course, Mercutio needs to be... No, he doesn't, because he didn't want the restaurant. Antonio is gonna take over the restaurant probably in the next episode. Not next episode, but next time I play him. So that's really nice. Kiki bag. We need the Kiki bag. We didn't have Kiki bag the last two, this one yet, or the episode with Chloe. So I think it's fitting to finally have Kiki bag again. I think when this party is over, I will let them all sleep, or both of them sleep, and then it would be the ending of this episode. These houses are so hard to actually play in, because the layout is so weird, and with all the I just don't like them. So in that sense, I'm looking forward to not having these houses anymore. I know I could do them over, but it's a big it's a big house to make over, so I don't really want to do that. Okay, so I will let Patricio pee and take a shower, and then afterwards he can go to bed. And I will do the same for Isabella. And that's it. So in this episode, I lost the half of the footage of the Capps. I hope, however I clipped this together, it made sense. Other than that, we saw the Monty pizzeria. And it's still a little bit buggy, but that's how it is. The both families found who they wanted to give their businesses to. So in the Capp situation, the family business is going to Regan. And in the Montys situation, it's gonna be to Antonio. And both the people that got the family businesses wasn't actually the people that were meant to get the businesses, so it was quite interesting that that changed. I feel like it's good that it changed. Looking at, I don't think Mercutio actually have an interest. Well, he likes cooking food and stuff like that, but I don't think he has an interest in owning a restaurant like that. And Goneril just doesn't have the time or the energy to take care of a whole business, so I think this was the right thing to do. But yeah, I hope this episode was okay, even though it was quite a lot of different things happening and a little bit random, and me losing the footage and stuff like that is quite annoying. But nonetheless, I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and that I will see you again in the next one. So yeah, bye!